Warning, your legs are getting weaker first. Eat these 6 foods before it's too late. Your legs are getting weaker and you might not even realize it. One day, it's a struggle to stand up from a chair. A few months later, climbing stairs feels like a full-body workout. Before you know it, even simple movements become difficult. This isn't just aging, it's silent, gradual muscle loss, and it's far more common than you think. Here's the alarming truth: your legs are the first to weaken. And when they do, everything changes. Your balance suffers, your mobility declines, and your risk of falling skyrockets. Sometimes, just one fall is all it takes to end up with a broken bone, a hospital stay, or even the loss of your independence. But here's the good news: this is entirely preventable. And it starts not in a gym but in your kitchen. Most people believe exercise alone keeps muscles strong, but that's only half the equation. Your body needs the right nutrients to rebuild muscle, preserve bone density, and keep your legs strong as you age. In today's video, we're revealing 6 powerhouse foods that can slow leg weakness, restore strength, and help you stay active well into your later years. Stick with us till the end because one of these foods is probably already in your kitchen, and yet, you may not be eating nearly enough of it. 1. Sweet potato, the secret biological battery that helps keep your legs stronger as you age. Have you ever wondered why you feel tired in the middle of the morning, even after a full breakfast? Or why your steps feel heavier, even though you're not in pain? It's not always just because you're getting older. Sometimes, the culprit can be the white bread you eat every morning. And the surprising thing is, the answer to this problem might be right in your kitchen: a sweet potato. For older adults, one of the most important things is maintaining stable energy levels and protecting muscle tissue from free radical damage, those molecules that cause cell degeneration and muscle aging. Sweet potatoes contain complex carbohydrates that release energy slowly, helping to maintain steady blood sugar levels and prevent fatigue in the middle of the day. But that's not all. The beta-carotene in sweet potatoes, a precursor to vitamin A, is a powerful antioxidant that helps prevent the damage caused by free radicals to muscle cells. Additionally, the potassium in sweet potatoes helps stabilize the bioelectrical activity of muscles, reducing muscle contractions and cramps, and supporting the transmission of nerve signals to the limbs. A benefit that's often overlooked is the insoluble fiber in sweet potatoes, which promotes digestion and improves the absorption of micronutrients, particularly important for older adults with slower digestive systems. Mrs. Marianne, 78, came to my clinic with weak and sluggish legs in the morning. She was still eating breakfast regularly, toast with jam. After reviewing her diet, I suggested she switch to a baked sweet potato, sprinkled with some cinnamon, and paired with unsweetened Greek yogurt. After just 2 weeks, she felt more energized in the morning, and by the 4th week, she could get out of bed without needing her daughter's help. A study from Tufts University, USA, showed that older adults over 65 who ate 4 servings of antioxidant-rich vegetables a week, like sweet potatoes, improved their walking speed by 12% and maintained better balance after 6 months, compared to those who ate refined starches like white pasta or white rice. You don't need to completely change your diet. Just swap white bread for a baked sweet potato 2 to 3 times a week for breakfast. Sprinkle cinnamon or chia seeds for added antioxidants. Pair with Greek yogurt or tofu for plant-based protein. Use sweet potatoes as a snack in the afternoon, instead of sugary baked goods. Remember, good nutrition doesn't have to be complicated. What matters most is consistency and understanding the role of food. Don't underestimate the simple sweet potato. Sometimes, the most straightforward things are the most valuable in maintaining your health. None of us can avoid time, but we can certainly slow down the pace of aging with wise choices every day. A sweet potato isn't just a breakfast, it can be the key to keeping your legs strong, flexible, and free as you move through your 60s and beyond. So, what will you choose to start your day tomorrow? 2. Oats, the quiet hero that supports healthy legs in later years. Did you know that one of the reasons older adults often experience muscle cramps, leg fatigue, or loss of balance isn't due to some complex medical condition, but rather due to a breakfast lacking in protein? The surprising part is that many people eat breakfast regularly, but they are eating it the wrong way. And there's one seemingly simple, bland food that can completely change the game: oats. Muscles, especially the leg muscles, need not only exercise to stay healthy, but also proper nourishment. For those over 60, muscle protein synthesis slows down, meaning you need a source of nutrition rich in protein, minerals, and stable blood sugar to recover after physical activity. Oats contain 5-7 g of plant-based protein per serving, which is enough to trigger muscle fiber regeneration. In addition, oats provide iron, helps transport oxygen to muscles, reducing fatigue during physical activity. Magnesium, prevents cramps and helps regulate muscle and nerve function. Beta-glucan, soluble fiber stabilizes blood sugar levels, improves insulin sensitivity, and many don't realize that insulin is also a natural muscle growth hormone. Ms. Marcia, 69, a retired teacher, complained that every time she climbed the stairs, it felt like torture. No pain, but her legs were so weak that she was winded after just 10 steps. Tests showed no heart or nerve problems. The only thing of note was her daily breakfast, white bread with coffee and milk. I suggested she replace it with a bowl of oats cooked with nut milk, topped with walnuts and a few slices of banana. After 3 weeks, she returned and said, "I went up to the second floor without holding onto the rail, doctor." You don't have to eat plain oatmeal every day to reap the benefits. Here are a few easy ideas. Mix oats with Greek yogurt and fresh fruit. Add it to your morning smoothie with banana and peanut butter. Make baked protein bars with oats, eggs, and seeds. Try a savory oatmeal dish with boiled eggs, greens, and mushrooms. If you're over 60 and often feel leg fatigue, cramps at night, or a lack of energy after walking, don't quickly blame it on age. Take a look at your breakfast. What you may be missing isn't a supplement, but a smart carb that's rich in protein and minerals: oats. Elon Musk once said, "Sustained energy doesn't come from flashy things, but from a stable system." This is true not just in technology, but also in your body. Let oats, this simple food, become the solid foundation in your journey to maintain strong legs and an independent life. Because today's stability is tomorrow's freedom. 3. Avocado, the smart fat that nourishes muscles and keeps your legs agile in later years. When it comes to foods that support musculoskeletal health, most older adults immediately think of calcium, milk, or supplements. Few realize that a fruit, often seen as a trendy snack for younger generations, the avocado, is being hailed by many doctors and geriatric specialists in the US as a natural supplement for aging legs. Why is the fat in avocados so important? Muscles, especially the leg muscles, which carry the entire weight of the body, are under constant mechanical pressure. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation quietly breaks down muscle fibers, decreasing strength and endurance in the legs. The monounsaturated fat in avocados has the ability to reduce chronic inflammation, protecting muscle tissue and joints from early degeneration. Avocados are also rich in potassium, even more so than bananas, which is essential for muscle contraction and maintaining healthy blood pressure. Additionally, avocados contain vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps repair tiny tears in muscle fibers after activity, a common issue in older adults. Notably, the fat in avocados helps the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, all of which are crucial for muscle, bone, and nerve health. Simply eating vegetables or taking vitamin supplements isn't enough without the accompanying fats needed for absorption. Thomas, 75, a retired aerospace engineer and a fan of Elon Musk, came to see me with symptoms of weak legs and creaky knees when he moved. His breakfast consisted of toast with plant-based butter and sausage. After an evaluation, I suggested he replace the plant-based butter with mashed avocado and add some pumpkin seeds. I also recommended he swap the sausage for boiled eggs and greens. 2 months later, he told me, I walked in the park for 30 minutes without needing to sit down. That's something I haven't done in over a year. You don't need to be a professional chef to incorporate avocado into your meals. Mash avocado on whole grain toast with boiled eggs. Blend a green smoothie with avocado, spinach, banana, and nut milk. Toss sliced avocado with lentils, boiled eggs, and greens. Make guacamole with turmeric and fresh lime, and serve with steamed vegetables or whole grain crackers. If you're over 60, take a moment to reconsider the source of fats in your diet. Remove refined oils, plant-based butter, and processed fried foods, and replace them with healthy, natural fats from sources like avocados. Your body will absorb nutrients better, experience less inflammation, and your muscles will be better protected from the ravages of aging. You don't need to be an athlete to have strong legs. Simply care for your muscles every day with simple, smart choices. As Oprah Winfrey once said, your body is the only home you have to live in. Treat it with kindness. And sometimes, that kindness is as simple as half an avocado a day. 4 berries, the rust-proof shield that protects muscles and memory in older age. Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s are still agile and mentally sharp, while others in their 60s struggle with forgetfulness, slow movements, or even tremors? The difference isn't just in genetics. It's in what you eat every day, especially those small, seemingly insignificant things. Among them, berries are one of the most powerful yet overlooked weapons. Every day, our bodies battle millions of free radicals, the destructive molecules created from stress, pollution, processed foods, and even the aging process itself. Free radicals are responsible for damaging cell membranes, mitochondria, and muscle fibers, leading to weakness, slowness, and unexplained fatigue. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are packed with polyphenols, particularly anthocyanins and quercetin, which help neutralize free radicals, reduce inflammation, and combat muscle degeneration, sarcopenia. Not only that, But the natural vitamin C in berries boosts collagen synthesis, keeping tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue around muscles flexible and resilient. On the neurological side, recent studies show that the polyphenols in berries improve motor coordination and enhance short-term memory by positively affecting the frontal cortex, the part of the brain that controls balance and reflexes. Doris, 83, a former gardening enthusiast, came to me complaining that in recent years, she could no longer kneel to tend her plants because of stiff knees, weak hands, and memory loss. When reviewing her diet, I discovered she hardly ate any fresh fruit and only drank tea and ate cookies. I guided her to make simple changes. Eat blueberries with oatmeal for breakfast. Have a berry smoothie with turmeric 3 times a week. Snack on frozen strawberries and Greek yogurt. 6 weeks later, she came back and said, "I can get up from my chair without straining. And the best part is, I've started remembering my grandkids' names every time they call." You don't need to buy expensive imported berries. Just eat a handful of fresh or frozen berries every day. Mix them with oatmeal, yogurt, or a morning smoothie. Make sugar-free fruit jam to spread on whole grain bread. Stock up on frozen blueberries for year-round use. If you're in your middle years or older, remember that aging is inevitable, but weakness and forgetfulness are not your destiny. Don't wait until your hands tremble, your legs weaken, or your memory fades to start paying attention to your diet. Start with small choices, like a handful of berries every day. Jeff Bezos once said, "If you don't take responsibility for your own health, who will?" Start taking care of your muscles and brain today, from the smallest things, like a morning berry smoothie. Because your strength, both physical and mental, is always worth protecting. 5. Salmon, the muscle recovery engineer, quietly and powerfully supporting your aging body. When it comes to foods that are good for muscle health, many people immediately think of beef, milk, or eggs. But there's one food that geriatric doctors in the US consider a natural muscle rebuilding expert: wild-caught salmon. If you're experiencing issues like weak legs, frequent muscle fatigue, loss of balance, or even nighttime leg cramps, salmon isn't just a good choice, it should be an essential part of your diet. Salmon is one of the rare natural sources of complete protein. Just 100 g of salmon can provide about 2 g of easily digestible protein, which is enough to support the muscle fiber regeneration process after exercise or microinjuries, something quite common in older adults. What makes salmon so special is its high content of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These active compounds reduce inflammation at the cell membrane level, improve blood vessel elasticity, and increase blood flow to muscles. As a result, muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to recover quickly after any activity, whether it's a light walk or physical therapy. Additionally, salmon is rich in vitamin B1-2, which helps improve nerve transmission and energy production from mitochondria, key factors in preventing falls and balance disorders. The vitamin D in salmon plays an essential role in proper muscle contraction and helps bind calcium to bones, preventing osteoporosis and weakness in limbs. George, a 74-year-old retired aerospace engineer with prediabetes, chronic knee pain, and frequent leg cramps, had a diet heavy in red meat, fried foods, and almost no fish. After assessing his diet, I suggested he replace 2 servings of beef a week with grilled salmon and add an omega-3 fish oil supplement every morning. 3 months later, Tests showed a 35% reduction in his CRP, C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation, and he happily shared, "I can walk 2 laps around the park without needing a break, something I haven't been able to do in the last 3 years." You don't need to eat salmon every day. Just aim for 2 to 3 meals a week with grilled, baked, or lightly pan-seared salmon. Pair it with leafy greens, avocado, or seeds to optimize healthy fat absorption. If fresh salmon isn't available, you can use unsalted, oil-free canned salmon. Take an omega-3 fish oil supplement daily if your diet lacks fish. Many older adults avoid salmon because they think it's expensive or difficult to cook. But in reality, it's one of the most affordable and effective investments for your musculoskeletal health. A piece of salmon could save you from spending hundreds of dollars on pain relievers, anti-inflammatory medications, or recovery treatments after a fall. Elon Musk might invest billions of dollars to rebuild infrastructure on Mars, but you only need a 150g serving of salmon each week to rebuild your muscle infrastructure right in your own body. Give your legs, the foundation of your independence, a chance to recover by nourishing them with the right nutrition. And starting today, let salmon be your quiet but resilient ally in your journey toward better health. 6 eggs, the muscle factory that's been underestimated for decades. Do you remember when everyone was advised to limit egg consumption because of cholesterol? Millions of people overlooked one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet simply because of a concern that modern science has debunked. And if you're entering your 60s, where each step becomes slower, your legs lose flexibility, and muscles gradually fade, then eggs are the quiet but powerful ally you shouldn't miss. Eggs contain complete protein, meaning they provide all 9 essential amino acids the body needs to build and repair muscles, especially important as you start losing muscle mass after middle age. The protein in eggs is even more easily absorbed than that in red meat or dairy. In addition, eggs are one of the few natural foods rich in vitamin D, which helps activate muscle fibers and enhance bone and joint strength, key factors in preventing falls as we age. A less commonly discussed but extremely important nutrient in eggs is choline. Choline helps maintain the connection between the brain and muscles. As you reach your 60s, nerve transmission slows down, and choline boosts coordination and motor reflexes, helping you maintain better balance and quicker reactions, especially when moving on uneven terrain. Finally, the B vitamins in eggs help boost energy metabolism, fight fatigue, and maintain endurance during physical activity. I once treated Mr. Walter, 70, who lived alone after the death of his wife. He was reluctant to cook, eating white bread and canned soup every day. His muscles were weak, and he often tripped when going to the store. After reviewing his diet, I suggested adding 2 eggs a day. 6 weeks later, not only was he walking more steadily, but he also shared, "I don't feel dizzy anymore when I stand up." Simple solutions, anyone can do it. Eat 2 boiled eggs every morning or keep them in the fridge as a convenient snack. Scramble eggs with spinach, mushrooms, and onions, providing protein, iron, and fiber. Blend raw eggs with oatmeal, banana, and nut butter, using pasteurized eggs or egg whites. Make a whole grain bowl with lentils, boiled eggs, and avocado, easy to prepare, easy to eat. Don't let the old cholesterol story cause you to miss out on a food that's not only nutritious but also cost-effective and incredibly easy to prepare. Recent studies show that eggs do not increase the risk of cardiovascular disease in older adults. In fact, they even help maintain natural testosterone levels and protect lean muscle mass in both men and women. As Oprah Winfrey once said, "Your body is the greatest asset you have." If you're looking to maintain strength, flexibility, and independence, look no further than your own kitchen. An egg, small and simple, can be the foundation for your stability today and for your free steps tomorrow. Start with tomorrow's breakfast, because strength doesn't always require a gym. Sometimes it just takes a pan and 2 eggs. You don't need expensive supplements, intense workouts, or miracle cures to stay strong as you age. Sometimes, all it takes is a shift in your daily choices, swapping white bread for sweet potatoes, adding a handful of berries to your breakfast, or choosing salmon instead of processed meats. These aren't big changes, they are small, smart ones that build real, lasting strength. So here's your action plan for this week. White heavy checkmark. Start your day with one strength supporting food, oats, eggs, or avocado. White heavy checkmark. Add one antioxidant rich food like berries or sweet potatoes to a snack or meal. White heavy checkmark. Swap just 2 red meat meals for salmon or a source of healthy fat. Do it for your legs. Do it for your balance. But most of all, do it for your independence. Because strong legs don't just carry your body, they carry your freedom. And freedom, at any age, is worth protecting.